cheesy leek bake, one of my favorite vegetable side dishes that will go with almost anything. So what we'll start off doing is crisping up our bacon. So choose streaky bacon for this with a little bit of fat on it, because you want to go lovely and crispy. Sizzle, sizzle. We'll leave that to crisp up for us. In the meantime, we're just going to blanch our leeks in milk, and we're going to use that milk then to make a lovely cheesy sauce, a rich cheesy sauce. So we've got a jug of milk here. And to this, we're going to add about 6 leeks that have been chopped up on the diagonal. And if they're looking sandy, give them a really good rinse, because leeks can often be quite sandy. There we go. Give the bacon a bit of a stir. It's looking good. Nothing quite like the smell of bacon cooking. And bacon and leeks are really good friends. Or pancetta, which is an Italian cured ham. Just going to pop a lid onto the leeks just while they're cooking in the milk. And just allow that to come up to the boil. That's going to soften up our leeks. And it's also going to add a lovely oniony, savoury flavour to our milk for our milk sauce. So while my bacon is crisping up, that's doing its thing, I'm going to start off by making a roux. So that's the thickening agent to make our white sauce, which will become a cheese sauce to go over the leeks. So absolutely delicious. So you start off with a bit of butter. Melt this first in your saucepan. And you need a magic whisk for this. This whisk will bash out any lumps in your flour. So melt the butter down first. Add in the flour and whisk, 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 whisk. So what you're doing at this point is creating the roux, which is the thickening agent for your white sauce. Butter can be a little bit grainy, so you just want to give it a little bit of heat to cook out that raw flour flavor. Excellent, that's looking great. So our leeks have been cooking for a few minutes. We will transfer them to our dish. So just using a slotted spoon, pop them into your roasting dish. There we go. So they should still be bright green, but just slightly softened. So they are an onion after all. We don't want them going in raw into our recipe. So you can imagine the leeks with the cheese sauce and the bacon coming up. Even if you're not a fan of vegetables, you'll certainly enjoy this dish. Okay, there's just a few leeks left. We're not going to worry about chasing them down. Pour the milk. This is nice, warm, leek-flavoured milk into a little jug. And the last of the leeks can go in there. Easy as that. So gradually start adding your milk to your roux. And with your magic whisk, you're going to beat out the little lumps. Perfect. Last few little leeks can go in. Now this on its own is not going to taste very nice because it's just flour and butter and milk. So what we need to do is to add a little bit of seasoning. So one of my favorites is to use a bit of Dijon mustard. So you can either use English mustard or Dijon mustard for this. Adds a wonderful flavor to a cheese sauce. Some salt and pepper. You won't have to add a lot of salt because the bacon is going to be salty, the cheese will have a salty taste to it. And away we go. And then I've got some strongly flavored cheddar here. So make sure you use quite a strongly flavored cheese. So you're going to use less of it. You're going to get a really good cheesy finish. And that's going to melt in. Excellent. And our bacon is looking fabulous. Now it's purely optional, but I've decided to make this extra rich by adding a little bit of cream to my white sauce. So just whisk that in until it's smooth and lump-free. That's looking shiny and glassy and nice and smooth. So we're ready to add our bacon to the leeks. You can see that's lovely and crispy, perfectly cooked. Scatter it over the leeks, nestle it in there. Use your wooden spoon to move your leeks around. So we're not quite finished yet because our whole leeky cheese bake needs to go into the oven just for the final bit of cooking. Ooh, this cheese sauce looks amazing. So fabulous and thick. There we go. Make sure the leeks are sitting under the cheese sauce so that none of them burn. A little bit more. There we go. And for extra bit of cheese factor, I'm going to pop in the rest of the grated mature cheddar, and this will go golden and bubbling on the top. So you're just going to put your leeks into the oven, on a hot oven, for about 15 to 20 minutes until your cheese goes golden on the top, and you'll be good to go. And because this recipe is quite resilient, you can again do this ahead of time and reheat it when you need it. Our cheesy leek bake is golden and bubbling and ready to come out of the oven. Wow, that smells gorgeous. What a magic combination. Leeks, bacon in a rich cheesy sauce.